Okay, so we have a Hyundai Accent here, and I'm just going to talk about fuel pressure testing. Some reasons why you would need to do pressure testing is if it's running lean, if it under load, if you increase the throttle, if it kind of tries to die out on you, it's running too lean. Usually the only issue would be to run lean. It can run rich, but that's not really a fuel pressure problem. It's more of an injector or an ECM problem. So we've got several different types of tests we can do. We can use the pressure gauge. You can hook it up to the fuel rail there, and usually it'd be around 50 to 60 in these fuel injected cars. An older vehicle, the mechanical pump may run 12 to 14 psi. Let's see here. So we've got static testing. Static is when the vehicle is off and you're testing the pressure that the pump can produce at the fuel rail. Or you can do what's called deadhead pressure testing. That's basically at the pump before the rail. And then we've got dynamic, which is engine running and you're actively on and off the throttle, seeing how the behavior changes. Running would be essentially at idle test, see what the fuel pressure is. And some causes of low fuel pressure could be a worn out pump, could be a bad fuel filter, could be a lot of garbage in a tank, could have a poor power and ground, bad fuse, bad relay, one of the lines could be leaking, or it could be crimped, closed, or almost closed. We'll slow it down or stop it. Let's see. And yeah, that's essentially your full fuel pressure testing. I'm going to show you on the gauge here very quick what it reads when we cycle the pump with the ignition on. So right now we've got 0. Now it's reading about 50, which is right where it should be at. Factory spec is 49.8 psi. That's exactly what it's reading. So we know it's got plenty of fuel pressure. And that's how you do some of the testing. Also, I forgot to mention, you can use the scan tool too. Oftentimes it'll tell you if there's a short or bad connection going to the fuel pump. You'll get a code, and also check the ECM too. Make sure you got good power and ground on that, and you got good connection going from the ECM to the fuel pump, because that's what controls it. The computer controls the fuel pump. It doesn't just turn on just because you have the key on. There's got to be certain conditions that are met for the fuel pump to prime. So